Hello everybody, can this be the manipulation for the next leg up, or is it actually breaking structure here? This is what we are talking about in this video, and let's not waste time and jump straight in. So basically I said in the last video that we broke 3-day market structure here. At first we wicked it, and the next 3-day candle closes above, as you can see, solidifying this as a break. The second candle broke market structure, and now this is a very interesting point at the chart, because we took out liquidity here. We have some demand here. We took the liquidity and now we are wicking it, and this is holding currently as support. And we had a very interesting price action after breaking down the market structure. So on the daily, I was looking at this potential range coming down from here. And as for now, this can still be a daily range, but for me personally to say that this is actually a range, we have to get acceptance back into the range, like this for example, and then we could see the next move up. What can happen too, that this is our market structure continuation here, and we form a little manipulation range down here. But for this we need the move up, the move down, for example, accumulate locally here, so like this, and then go up. But it's a bit early to tell. But we had very interesting price action closing the Friday PM session on New York. So basically we had a 2-tap, we went up with a lot of liquidity below, and let me go on the lower time frame, and here you can see we had some supply above, we rejected from here, and I was looking at some sort of ranging development here. We had an own distribution here. I really like that, our 1, 2 and 3. Swapped the liquidity from here, went down, we left a lot of liquidity here coming down, and after the New York first hour manipulation we swept the low and shot straight up again, took out all this liquidity, took out this low, and then I was thinking, what if we get our manipulation down here to trap all the people like me who said, yo, this is a 3-day market structure break, and in the end it manipulates down here and then goes up again. So what I'm looking now, as I said, is some sort of a ranging formation. Currently this is our Friday low, this is all weekend liquidity that is building up. So you can see that we are building a lot of lows here, taking out the highs. So what could be possible is something like this, that we go up higher here on Asia, go down, and then accumulate here. This is a scenario that I'm looking for, but we have to see, because main market structure, well, we have to see how this looks like, but it would be something like this with a retest and then go up, and maybe this is pretty clean if we get it, but this move is a bit fast to enter. But if we get something like this on late Monday, Tuesday, this actually can be an accumulation, so some sort of a manipulation down here to come again into the range. And now comes the important part. If we get it and we get the break here, this could mean that we break main market structure back to bullish, and the main market structure is up here. So this is the break that we need. This is a market structure that we need to break. It's a 1 day closure above, what price is it? Let's say 78k. We need a closure above here, and then we could say, or there's a high chance we take out this high, and then there's a high chance that we could get some sort of a ranging formation here. As I said in the last videos, I'm still looking at some sort of accumulation that goes up for a bigger time frame distribution. And this is actually a valid scenario if you think this is on the 6th of May. We are entering a new month, so price loves to manipulate on the monthly open, and Monday is the monthly open of June. So maybe we get the manipulation starting in June, accumulating, going up to then set the high in June. June is often a pivotal month that either put a low or a high for some time. And looking at all this liquidity, it would make sense, and I have to say it's kind of subjective, because I obviously want a trade, and for me to get involved into a trade, this needs to happen. So yeah, but I'm talking from experience too, because this often gets swept now or later, but connecting the dots here, it would make sense for the monthly open to manipulate, to push price up, get the fake break that we often get. I always say it in the videos, get the fake break for a mid-time frame range development. And this would be a textbook manipulation down on a high time frame break for mid-time frame range creation, that then maybe sets the high in June, and then you can see we actually are getting a higher time frame range here that develops over a month. So you can see this is, if I'm drawing it like this, it would be like 51 days. And if you look at these ranges, this is our first tab, 37. Well, here's nothing, but you can see if we get it like this, we actually get sideways price action that bores people out, gets people bullish, for then get a false breakout. This also can go higher, so it also can go up here. That would be fine too. But this is a playbook that I'm looking for mainly on this month. So talking about trades, I'm actually looking for some longs in confluence with Bitcoin. So if we get it, we got the local distribution that forms the high of the accumulation that pushes price up. And with this in mind and USDT in confluence, so you can see we got the break. And what if we get some sort of a ranging formation here? If we get some acceptance back and come up later, I did not map out the POIs. I can look at it right now. So this is a perfect tap, but it grabbed liquidity here. So I would highlight this as our unmitigated part, and I would say, yeah, well, for me to enter trade here, well, you can't trade USDT obviously, but let me check the time displacement here. So it is 127 bars, so it would mean till the 2nd of June. Obviously, if this goes higher, Bitcoin goes lower, and if this goes down, Bitcoin goes higher. So this actually can be a distribution to mitigate some demand, or maybe even form a new range in here like this. For then actually take out the lows and move higher. This is absolutely on the table, and as you can see, we are getting some structured moves, so maybe we even take out this high once more and actually form a local range in here like this. But obviously we would need another push up here. And I like this playbook a lot because this would mean that a lot of people will get bored because there's choppy price action, sideways price action. We're entering the summertime where often people are not paying that much attention at the charts. They are on vacation, etc., taking some time off, which is absolutely fine. But this is a very nice playbook. So talking about longs into shorts, we have ETH here. So either we get the higher time frame range, as I elaborated on the last video, or we get a local range in here that accelerates the push up higher. And I see the opportunity that this liquidity gets swept either here on the local range like this, or if we swap this low, then we get some sort of accumulation that pushes price higher, but this would be a bigger range. We have to monitor it here. But as you can see, we have a lot of liquidity, and we are going down since starting at May. So since over 3 weeks now, we are going down, leaving so much liquidity that I see the potential that we get the moves up higher. Here on width, I am looking at some sort of accumulation here. On Doge, I'm waiting for the retest here. So coming down, go up, and then look at this as a 1, 2, 3. What also can happen is that we take out this low as an extreme liquidity and then go higher. So here on Solana, I'm looking at the same. I'm looking at a move up higher here into this liquidity zone, maybe even for a Model 1. I would short this into a long, means I would love a move up higher, go down, mitigate the demand, and then go up. And this would be maybe the monthly open manipulation that makes everyone bullish again for the higher time frame third tap. And obviously this move can be a bit faster because we have a lot of liquidity here. And if we get a faster move up here and then coming up, seeing some sort of exhaustion, this can actually be the push up higher for lower. And if we get this sequence, the short into long into the higher time frame short, you can make a lot of money here. So on the short, and this is the nice thing, you can take this short, realize probably like 3%, leave a little runner, put your stop loss at break even, take the long with the right confirmation, so you are short and long at the same time. So even if the long does not play out, you are short here, or you're getting stopped out at break even, you're long the move up, de-risk at the technical target here, leave a runner for higher, so for the higher time frame range, so you're risk-free long, waiting for the confirmation short. If we get it, you can put your stop loss at break even or even close it fully, enter the short with the profit of the long, and then come down again. So if you manage to make 3% from here to here, like 5 to 6%, and from here down, maybe even risk some profits. So if you net here like 5%, you can risk 2% here. And this play probably will make you between 6 and 8 or 10%. You can easily make your profit goals for the next 2 or 3 months with just this trade sequence. So you have to stay sharp in this environment, because there are a lot of opportunity, and you can approach these markets from this perspective and you don't get trapped. Okay, so stay sharp, especially look at these time frames, these ranges, because they are looking innocent. But if we get it, this can happen fast. This can happen at the monthly open when nobody's expecting it. And you can pre-plan these ideas and you won't get surprised and you won't feel FOMO. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, leave a like if you liked the video, and if you want me to do TA on some altcoins, leave a comment and I will make an update in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice week. Stay sharp, stay grateful. Thank you for watching. Bye.